I've been messaged by at least a dozen people, lots of people, about this new sale from Hyundai. So let's talk about what it is exactly. I've had a look at it. I agree. I think it is a fire sale, like a few people have said. I think it's a bit of a quick, brief fire sale. So what's the deal from Hyundai? Basically, you can get two things. You can get interest-free finance from them, which will save you, I would imagine, a lot of money because interest rates, if you just take a guess, 3% over the next few years. Other than that, you've got a $7,500 discount. So this is what Hyundai, the company, have passed down to the dealers. Some of those dealers have passed on to the consumers. So it's not every dealership that's offering this discount. Is it worth it? I think it is. I think so. Some people would say no. Some people would say yes. I think it is. It's a great car. I've had a look at the prices of them. So basically a car with 15,000 or 20,000 miles in the US and the UK with the smaller battery. So not the 77 kilowatt hour one, but the one that was under 60 kilowatt hours. That one, £22,000 in the UK, currently on autotrader.co.uk. And in the US, I can't remember which website I checked, but they were about $25,000 to $30,000 depending on location. So I think that's a good buy. I honestly think they're a great car, especially in Europe. If you're in Europe, it would be awesome. But I didn't know which website to go off of. Basically, you've got French websites, German websites, Polish websites if you wanted to look for an Ioniq 5. So basically, I just didn't bother really committing to a price that I'd found in Europe because they're similar prices, maybe even a bit cheaper that I saw in Europe. I would get a brand new one. I think that's what I would get. I would spend a bit more, get the one with a brand new warranty, even though the warranty is 8 years. And I think if you've got one that's 1 or 2 years old and it's used, I think it's going to be fine, you know, and you should be totally fine if it's done that already. Based on the fact that these batteries are not LFP chemistry, they are not lithium iron phosphate, they're LG Chem batteries, and I talk about this every day, but they've had more callbacks than any other battery manufacturer. It's basically their best-selling car, the most favourable reviews. It's really, really good reviews. Everyone seems to love it. I think it's worth considering. I really, really do. Even if you just got a used one, but I would definitely recommend considering getting a new one with a new warranty just because of the batteries not being LFP. So the dealers aren't all passing on this discount from Hyundai. So it isn't coming from the dealers, this discount. This is coming from Hyundai. This discount is $7,500. Some of the dealers are pocketing it. Some of them are just letting that drop the price right down and they'll sell more of them. Not sure what works best for them, but for us, if we can get a $7,500 discount, that's a big deal. Even if they aren't passing on that discount of $7,500, you can ask for the finance. The finance is there. That is going to be interest-free finance from Hyundai. And ask them about the discount. I really think you should ask them about it because I think if you tell them you know, there might be some wiggle room, I suspect. I don't really know. But anyway, I think this is a compelling thing. I definitely think it's a great car. Personally, I'm here in Europe, and I think it would be amazing to have an Ioniq 5. They have amazing reviews, like I said. Really, really nice to drive. The range, I think, is pretty good, even though they're not as efficient as they should be. So you don't get the range that you would get if you had a Tesla Model 3, for example, with a 77 kilowatt hour battery. You don't get that sort of range. It's just a little bit inefficient. But it's still fine, you know, and it's such a good car that I think it's still worth considering. The charging is the strong point for me personally. So they can charge at 350 kilowatts. So that is 10 to 80% in 18 minutes. And I've seen videos where people literally just rock up 5 to 7 minutes and they're getting like 100 kilometers, 120 kilometers in literally 5 or 10 minutes. And then they're back on the road again. That's all they need to just carry on to get to, like, I don't know, the hotel or something like that. So if that became the norm, I think that would be fantastic. I don't want to use the word game-changing on YouTube, but I think it would be fantastic. I really do. Let me know whether you think it's worth buying or not, or if you think there's something I've missed out here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow in the next video.